Good morning, everyone. This is Colt BTD, and I'm here to issue your first range report on this channel. It's a small channel, just kind of getting started. This is just something fun to do. I have a couple cool guns I want to show you. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk a little bit. I got a few targets downrange. I got a few guns over here, and I got some ammunition. So we're going to talk, we're going to shoot. Now that that's out of the way, I'm going to bring you one of my favorite firearms that I have. This is a Russian Double Stack Makarov, often referred to as the PMM. It is a double stack Makarov in 9x18 Makarov. There is another model that was exported called the Russian IJ70-18AH, which would be your 380 model. This one may appear a little bit different if you know anything about these guns. I'm going to talk about that real quick, give you a little bit of an overview, and then we're going to shoot. So with this particular model, when I got it, it was in standard configuration, changed out a few parts. We installed a Bulgarian surplus slide that gives you your rear fixed sight instead of the adjustable commercial sight. We also installed a plum colored surplus safety decocker. We have your traditional slide catch instead of the commercial model, which just looks a little bit different. And then the big factor on this one is these Textolite grips. Now I know they look like they're Bakelite, but they're not. It's another thing we can delve into. We're not going to right now, but they're called Textolite. They're basically a fake Bakelite, and they made these for the Russian air pistols. Used to be able to find them pretty easily on eBay and stuff like that, but now with sanctions and the full-scale invasion and everything, all the parts aren't coming over anymore, so these are pretty hard to find. It took me a very long time to find these. I actually found them from a guy on Reddit, of all places. So a little bit more about the gun. It uses a double stack, double spring, 12-round detachable magazine. This is your factory magazine. There is also available a 10-round aftermarket, I believe they are Magpul magazine. So far for this, there's always been a lot of people that report reliability issues. In about 100 rounds, I had one malfunction. It was a failure to feed, so magazine related. I haven't had any issues with the surplus magazine. I only have the 2 mags. If you know anything about these guns, you know the regular surplus magazines are usually around $125, $150. These Magpul ones, still like 80 bucks. Huge downside to these firearms is the magazines are really expensive. So without all of that out of the way, I'm going to give you one more little overview. It's a very cool gun. It's very fun to shoot, points nicely. If you ever get a chance to shoot one, I guarantee you'll love it. All right, so we got 12 rounds of Russian Tula loaded up in a mag, and then we got 10 rounds of Russian Tula loaded up in our Magpul mag. We're gonna be shooting at about 13 yards. You can kind of see the target in the first shot there. So we're gonna go ahead and load it up, take some shots, see how it does. I didn't bring a holster or anything out for this one today. I do have a Kydex for it, but this isn't a gun I carry. This is more of a range and, you know, kind of picture piece. I always really wanted one of these, so that's what this one is. So as you can see here, the Makarov with its fixed barrel is a very accurate handgun. I know there's a lot of people out there that say they're not accurate, they're hard to shoot. I disagree with that. It is a little bit easier to shoot the double stack version over the single stack, which I do have. I love that gun. That's really what got me started on Makarovs. However, the single stack is equally as accurate. Like I said, the magazines factory hold 12 rounds and the mag pulls hold 10. Give you one last look at it because it's just such a good looking gun. You can see with the added Bulgarian slide, obviously the serial numbers do not match. That is okay. And also, I would like to add, with these firearms, they normally come with a Parkerized frame. The Parkerized on this frame was stripped off, and I re-blued it, just to give it that overall fluid look of being a somewhat original gun. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed that little shooting demonstration, plus just a little bit of more information about the Russian IJ70-18AH. Like I said, you know, this one is in a little bit of a different configuration, which is really why I wanted to bring it to you guys, because you really don't see them like this. I did the extra legwork to get it set up like this. I apologize for any of the road noise. There is a state route that runs somewhat close to here, and the camera's going to pick it up. So anyway, just wanted to bring this to you guys, show it off a little bit, share it with you. You know, if you have any questions or comments about it, feel free to drop them below. Like and subscribe. This is a new channel, so we're just kind of getting started off. We're just doing some basic content. I'm out here. It's a nice range day. I'm filming with my iPhone. Obviously, this channel is not anything big, but we're just here to have a little bit of fun. Show off some guns, do a little shooting. That's what it's all about, in my opinion. So with that being said, I'm going to drop this to you. If you do want to find one of these guns, you still can. Obviously, you're probably going to have to head over to Gunbroker. That's where I got this one. They can run anywhere between $450 to all the way up to $700, depending on condition, depending on how many of those factory mags they come with. That's a big selling point if you can get the factory mags, because like I was saying before, they're about 150 bucks. And that's not cheap for a 12-round magazine. So they are a little bit hard to find. But you can find the guns. So if you want one, pick one up. If you want to have it set up in a similar configuration of this, there's often Bulgarian and even East German parts kits that come up on Gunbroker. Everything's interchangeable. Just swap it out, just like you would if you were taking it home to clean it and detail strip it and then put it back together. It runs 100%. Like I said, I've only had one malfunction with this gun so far since I've had it, and that was with that Magpul aftermarket mag, kind of to be expected. Other than that, I think it's running pretty good. It's a fun shooter, and you can see it's an accurate gun. So I'll give you one last look at it. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.